Madden 16, top 5 middle linebackers, and I have one question for you. Did they get them right? Let's find out. Coming in at number 5 out of the Baltimore Ravens, we have 90 overall, Daryl Smith. A veteran linebacker showed up for the Ravens' optional workouts and showed the rookies how it's done. He has 92 tackle, 92 pursuit, 95 play recognition, along with 84 zone coverage and 69 man coverage. I have no idea why they showed his man coverage. Personally, I would give this guy even better ratings and even better stats. You could arguably bump this guy up to about a 92. His tackle and pursuit, you could do a little better than that. Yeah, you could do a little bit better than that. I mean, he had in the season he had a total of 128 tackles, 9 passes defended, and an interception, along with 2 forced fumble and a fumble recovery. Yo, Daryl Smith might be low-key a beast. Number 4, coming out of the Green Bay Packers, also rated a 90 overall, we have Clay Matthews. And just by namesake, this guy should be rated even higher. But the definition of a high motor player, Matthews transitioned from the outside to the inside and didn't lose a step with 11 sacks from the middle linebacker position. That's crazy. He still got it with a 96 pursuit, 90 tackle, and an 88 play recognition, in addition to 75 zone coverage and a 65 man coverage. I mean, I guess since he's technically an outside linebacker, his zone and man coverage shouldn't really be that high, but damn. Can we give him 79? And again, why are we showing his man coverage when it's only a 65? EA, got to do better than that. Can we show a speed though? Probably got like a 45 speed, right? Coming in at number 3, we have Bobby Wagdaddy Wagner out of Seattle Seahawks, rated 92 overall. Don't ask why I just called him that. Starting his 4th year, Wagner is one of the best in the league with a 97 tackle. He also excels with 96 pursuit, 90 play recognition. He completes the package with the 85 zone and the 75 man coverage. Alright, Bobby Wagner is a beast, but there are some other middle linebackers that you probably could have snuck in there. But I'll reserve the right to comment on that one once I get to my own top 5. Number 2, coming out of San Francisco 49ers, 93 overall, rated NaVorro Bowman. After missing all of 2014, we still gave this guy a 93 overall. Bowman returns to a much different 49ers defense than the one he left. He brings 97 tackle, 96 pursuit, 92 block shedding, as well as solid coverage with 88 play recognition, 82 zone coverage, and a 73 man coverage. I mean, coming off a whole season injury, we got him at number 2. He's damn good. He should definitely be top 5. But number 2 though? And number 1, and this one is without a doubt, coming out of the Carolina Panthers, 96 overall rated Luke Kuechly. Nobody runs opposing players down better than Kuechly, who brings 99 pursuit, 98 tackle. His coverage skills are top notch with 85 zone coverage, 70 man coverage, but a 72 catch and a 98 play recognition. There's no doubt about it. Luke Kuechly is just a flat out animal. Like, we're not even gonna doubt number 1. That's number 1 on everybody's board. If y'all got a different number 1, y'all gonna have to let me know this one. I don't know. That dude right there, that's Luke Kuechly. Yeah, that's Keek Daddy right there. That's Keek Daddy. So, how do I feel about their top 5 and what would my top 5 be? I'm okay with their top 5. I don't totally disagree. I would rework some of these guys. NaVorro Bowman, I would drop him down to that actual 90 and tie him up with a few guys. There also needs to be mentioned to the honorable mentions that they do have that are also rated 90 overall, such as Lawrence Timmons and Karlos Dansby out of the Cleveland Browns. Now, Lawrence Timmons I can understand a little bit. He had 131 tackles, 2 sacks, and nothing else across the board. But let's take the time out to look at some other guys. We have DeQuell Jackson that had a pretty good season, 4 sacks, 138 tackles. 1 forced fumble, and 4 fumble recoveries. So he has a nose for the ball. Paul Warlow had a great season, 142 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, 2 sacks. Pretty good season, 3rd year in. We also had Curtis Lofton, who had 144 tackles and another forced fumble. He had no sacks, so I could understand why you would leave him off the list in comparison to Warlow and DeQuell Jackson. I mean, they would make my list. They would probably make my list, Warlow and Jackson, that is. Another guy that could have made this list, and then probably should have made this list, is David Harris, or at the very, very bare minimum, honorable mention, but he should definitely be in the top 5 list. Once again, David Harris, 123 tackles, 5.5 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. Why leave him off the list? I don't know. I just don't know. So if I would have to do my top 5, it'd be pretty simple. Luke Kuechly's gonna be number 1. Period. Point blank. End of story on number 1. Number 2, I would have Wagner, and I would have Daryl Smith. I would give both of those guys a 92 overall. Have them sitting at number 2 tied up. Daryl Smith is coming of age. I think it's time to start paying the piper on that guy. If we have to skip number 3 because we had 2 number 2s, then we got to go to number 4. I will put in Clay Matthews. Even though he's moving over from outside linebacker, he still had great stats. We know what he can do. Moving him over to middle linebacker wouldn't hurt. I would probably give him a 91 overall. And at number 5, we're going to have like a million weight tie here with NaVorro Bowman. Possibly Lawrence Timmons I could do with my number 5. And I would also throw in Paul Warlow and DeQuell Jackson. They had pretty damn good seasons. And I would love to throw in CJ Mosley, but you guys know that I really can't put rookies in my top 5 list. But if there was ever a rookie I would need to put in my top 5 list, it would definitely be CJ Mosley. This guy had a crazy season. Listen to these stats. 133 tackles, 3 sacks, 10 passes defended, 2 interceptions, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. That is a dream season for a rookie. My God, CJ Mosley was a beast. Flat out beast. And before I go, let me throw an honorable mention in there. Alec Ogletree, 111 tackles, no sacks, 14 passes defended, 2 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles. Woo! Middle linebackers had a hell of a season last season. Jesus, it would be hard to do a top 5 list. You would have to do like a top 10 list when it comes to middle linebackers because everybody would be tied. Great stats, great players. You can't go wrong with middle linebackers.